Hi, afternoon. I really don't know if you can hear me. I have a fan on. I haven't made a video in a while. I don't really know what I'm gonna say, but just haven't done one in a while, so I figured I'd do one. It's good for me to go back on these things sometimes and look. I really am trying to just compare myself to myself. It sounds pretty narcissistic, but that's really funny because that's kind of how it is, because you're not really in any kind of competition with anyone but yourself. Although everybody wants to make it seem that it's you and this and that, in your head will make you seem like it's you against the world, when it's really just you're winning over yourself. So, yeah. In the stillness of my silence, there's so much noise. So much noise. Sometimes you just sit and you try to be in the moment. And you see how many other things that you need to do. And how many other things that you want to do. And how many things that you have to do and you've already done. And your mind just kind of replays your day and replays what's going to do the next day and what this and this and that's going to happen. It's just it's maddening. Too much silence. I think humanity has sat in silence for so long that we don't live anymore. When I say live, a lot of people don't know what it means to live. A lot of people working 3 jobs just to make ends meet. A lot of people just surviving and calling that living. A lot of people wake up just to fight. A lot of people wake up to argue, to hate, to see what they can get from the next one, to see who they can take advantage of that day. That's not living. I'm not going to speak on anything on the news and everything, but I just see that what we know as life, or living, is basically surviving. Yeah, that all those songs say in the jungle and this and that. Well, yeah, I'm in New York, so it's like the concrete jungle. Literally. It's either kill or be killed. And I hate the fact that it's like that. And I'm just like, humanity, what's going on? I'm not sitting there saying that we need this utopia, gray, everybody is the same, everybody's this and that. No, it's not like that. I don't want that. I don't wish that, because that is death. But then again, just surviving. Is that really living? Then there's a way that, some people go through life and they just cruise. I say, cruising through life. Because they found this inner peace within them and they know, oh, God is going to provide for me and this and God won't give you away. But you got to fight for it too. Just something. I mean, I'm saying that I've been through tough situations and I don't know how I'm going to get up the next day. I don't know how I'm going to make this work. I don't know how this is going to be done. But you find that strength within you and you find a way. Somehow the pieces come together. Sometimes I just have to sit back and be like, I don't know how. I don't know when. I don't know why. And then I have to just allow myself to say, okay, it will be revealed when it needs to. Sometimes the craziest situations can bring up a blessing in disguise. So what I say to myself is just keep going. Sometimes I don't know which way I'm going. God knows I made a lot of mistakes. But you learn from your mistakes. And I just gotta say to myself, just keep going. Sometimes it sucks. Bittersweet symphony. The verb. It's been playing through my head lately. It's a beautiful struggle life. Just hopefully you find time in between surviving to live and to find out what living really is. Because I can tell you about 90% of humanity doesn't know what it's like to live. We just survive. So when we catch these sweet glimpses of being and not being what we need to be. I think that's what it is too. We have coping mechanisms that we put on. Faces, masks, attitudes, personas, whatever. To where it's like, okay, I'm going to this toughest part of town. I'm going as an outsider or whatever else. I'm going somewhere that, I can't really walk around in my freaking naive, I don't know nothing. Because you'll be run over and you'll be eaten alive and chewed up and spit out. So you put on your face, your game face, your poker face, and you say, okay, I'm going to do this. And a lot of times it's easier to just keep that face on and be like, just so you seem so unapproachable. That way, you don't have to deal with being vulnerable. Being vulnerable here is a weakness. A lot of people assume that kindness is a weakness. The second that you take that kindness for a weakness and someone shows you their teeth and they growl or whatever the fuck you deal with their not so kind side, then you want to sit there and say, oh, they were never nice in the beginning. No, you just pushed too far. I kind of rambled all over the place with this, but I just wanted to mark some stuff. Like a noticeable difference between surviving and living, and how a lot of us just survive. And I know you hear of all these movie stars and X, Y, and Z whose parents were single parents. Mama didn't eat one night because the kids needed to eat. Mama worked 3 jobs. Some of them as fathers who did all that. Pops were at home or bounced back and forth. A lot of the personas that people play where they think that they're all that and this and that, they have because they've seen people go through really tough times. And they don't want to look like they're weak. Like I said, this world views kindness for weakness. Or they completely misunderstand that sometimes the kindness is the kick in the ass that you need to get you going. Just because you're being kind to somebody doesn't mean that you have to kiss their ass. How many people will admit that they need a kick in the ass sometimes? We all get stuck in these patterns of self-hate, self-loathing, just disdain for everything and everyone. Sometimes you need a kick in the fucking ass to be like, alright, snap the fuck out of it. Life kind of sucks sometimes. Get fucking moving. It could be worse. And even when it's worse, we say, take a deep breath. Be like, God, I know you're giving me this to make me stronger. Give me the strength to keep going. And, but it's all within. Like I say, you can't sit there and depend on somebody. If your strength depends on someone else outside of you, you will always be let down. You gotta find that for yourself within. Alright, this is a long video. 9 minutes. Alright. Now have a great day. Be blessed.